Welcome again, viewers. David here, and thanks to you all who watched my previous episode on sugar in this series, Eating on the Spectrum. Before I start, I must say this is not medical advice or dietary, just sharing what I've experienced. Well, let's get into this episode. It's all about carbohydrates, or simple terms, carbs. Oh no, here come the carb police. Not at all, people. You will also hear me speak a lot about carbs in later episodes as we get into cooking and snacks, etc. So, more so, when to have and not to have is the question. So, what are carbs and what does it have to do with autism? Well, friends, a lot. They are a macronutrient found in food in three different forms: starch, fibre, and sugar. Remember my last episode on sugar and the effects on autism? What is a macronutrient? It is the nutritive component of food which the body requires for energy and maintain the body's structure and systems. I know from experience that all my main food choices for many years were carb specific and constantly ate the same type all the time. But I know better now. Chips, burgers. Does that ring a bell? We have simple and complex carbohydrates. So simple are the sugars and complex move towards the higher fibre and starch. I know from my past I always went for the simple carbs. Yes, they tasted great but also gave me a sugar rush, which at the time I didn't like, but I thought that was just normal. This is that glycemic rush, which then my brain would just not function, brain fog, etc. It is better to go more for a complex carb, but then there are choices. Let me start by saying getting rid of carbs is the answer. Yes. No, not at all. Just a slight change to the norm. I've spent a lot of time researching how certain foods react with the brain function, and being autistic, I need to understand what I can do or change to improve my well-being and mental health. So much is out there, online, and so much is true and untrue, or designed to make us believe so. Media corporations pushing their products, etc. I found going for a low-carb, low-GI, gluten-free, ketogenic diet made a difference. I may even call this, I don't know, it's just a mouthful. I found some good research which I aligned with my own. So it talks around about specific carbs for autism. The SCD diet helps supporting good digestive health, which provides multiple benefits. It is a grain-free, low sugar and low lactose diet. So this was developed by Dr. Sidney Haas in 1920 to treat celiac disease. But there is no direct association using this diet for autism, but the research is suggesting it may have benefits. Well, viewers, I've been doing this type of diet for some time and I believe in myself and it has made a difference. SCD diet includes from eating the following. So sugar, lactose, sucrose, high fructose corn, fructose, molasses, maltose, immotulus, fructose, I can't even get that one right, and processed sugars. All canned vegetables, all grains, anything made from corn, wheat, wheat germ, barley, oat, rye, rice, buckwheat. Some legumes, chickpeas, beans, sprouts, soybeans, mung beans, fava beans. Starchy vegetables, potatoes, yam, parsnips, seaweed products, and canned and processed meats. Then we look at dairy, milk products, ice cream, whey powder, commercial yogurt, heavy cream, buttermilk, sour cream, cheeses, ricotta, mozzarella. Oh no, there's so much in here. Canola, mayonnaise, commercial ketchup, margarine, baking powder and balsamic vinegar, candy, chocolate. So much in there. Now, after saying all that, this is not by removing these. It's just understanding the role they play on the autistic mind and our cognitive behaviour and foggy brain. So all I'm trying to do is paint the picture around choices and decisions. So what am I more interested in? It's just, to keep it simple, the starch and gluten is what I'm more concerned. And this is found in potatoes, bread, rice, pasta and corn, as to name a few. The way our body breaks these down then converts to sugar, getting that rush, and I used to get it a lot. I found before I started this journey, a lot of my food choices were that, and fair to say, a majority of autistic people would be the same. Sugar. We should start to see the why in sugar intake now. So I hope you're all starting to get the picture and the correlation with carbs to sugar and the effects on an autistic brain and neurodiversity in whole. Well, I hope I haven't ruined your day yet, but so let's look at the positives, people. When I'm looking at carbs, I am more interested in a low carb foods like leafy green vegetables, nuts, avocados and fish, just to name a few. So when I cook, as we will in the next episode, I tend to lean towards vegetables like spinach, kale, broccoli, zucchini, carrots, eggplants, pumpkin, mushrooms, just to name a few. Proteins like fish high in omega-3, eggs and on occasions chicken. Fruits, but with a low sugar like bananas, avocados and coconuts. Then I will keep away from certain breads and look towards wraps with low GI index and gluten-free. So as you'll start to see, I've now set the scene for eating on the spectrum, covering off on sugar and carbs. So look viewers, there is more to this and a lot of very educated people researching this also. Some will agree and some won't. I can only share what I've learned and practiced. Now, where does this leave us with choices? Some may say, well, now what do I eat that tastes good? Don't despair. There is so much great stuff out there. Well viewers, that's enough from me and we'll go over more in our other episodes. But join me again when we discuss breakfast. And in this episode, we're actually going to start doing some cooking, which I'm going to really enjoy. And it's also a good start to the day. Oh, by the way, not sure if I've mentioned previously, but I like coffee. It's coffee time. That's good coffee. Well, viewers, thanks for joining me on this episode and look forward to other ones with you. Please follow, like, subscribe, everything social media does, and appreciate it. And look forward to seeing you again.